Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Trying to get the subscribers up. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Now let's just get into it. So here we are, y'all. Almost to the end of the season, and we looking good right now. So Michigan has Maryland now. In Maryland, 3:30, and I believe it's on Big Ten Network. So hopefully you have Big Ten Network so you can tune in. But let's just get into it. So in this game, this is actually a good warm up for the OSU game, in the sense of not saying that that the talent is even close, because OSU probably has the best offensive talent in the country, but Maryland likes to pass a lot. So with that being said, it's a good tune-up for the corners and dudes like Josh Ross and the linebackers to get better in coverage. So now Maryland, this can be a trap game to me. I know my boy Stephen Brown he always says no trap game. He always say we gonna blow them out, these teams, which of course we should, but I always look at it more of in a coach's mindset. That's why I say these things, because it's a trap game. You just had a big win against Penn State. Now you go against a Maryland team that they can do some things on offense, and we've got our biggest game every year, Ohio State, next up. So it's crucial that you're ready and your mind is focused on Maryland, not on the win you just got against Penn State, a big road victory that everyone wanted and needed, and not looking ahead to the game and playing Ohio State. The focus has to be on Maryland. The thing is about this is college. This isn't the pros. These are kids, young dudes, and their focus can get off. That's why upsets happen all the time. So you have to can't take these teams lightly. So with that being said, Maryland likes to pass a lot. They've got Tua's brother, the Tua that went to Bama and plays for the Dolphins now. I'm just gonna call him Baby Tua because I don't know how to say his name. He's kind of dynamic. He does well against bad teams, against bad defenses, and struggles more against good defenses. Now he's got 3,100 passing yards, so that tells you he's gonna sling it. They gonna ride or die with him. 20 TDs, 10 picks. He's got 4 fumbles, and he's been sacked 21 times. So that's letting you know right now that Aiden and Ojabo, they got a chance to tie or maybe even break that sack record against them. I think they both got 10 sacks. I think the record is 12. So the way they've been going, one of them will probably tie it or maybe even break it in this game. But Maryland's defense, it's just bad. They're ranked low in pretty much all the stats. Total yards, they're giving up 436. Passing yards, they're giving up 250. Rushing yards, they're giving up 150. Points, they're giving up 31 a game. Their defense is just bad. So Michigan, this is a game for Michigan you want to, of course, we know it's hardball, so we're going to do what we have to do in the running game, try to run it. And I know some people are saying Haskins with the carries. The thing you got to understand about that, and saying he's got a lot of carries, what does he have, like 57 in the last 2 games? But you got to understand, he's been splitting carries with Corum all year. So him getting carries, 30 carries, he should be fresh. And running backs want 30 carries, unless it's every game and he's getting beat up. Besides that, they want 30 carries. This dude is a workhorse, and he hasn't had to get all those carries, so he's probably somewhat fresh since he's been splitting times. So you can give this dude 30 carries and he'll be fine, if not more. But you shouldn't need that in this game. In this game, you really want to get Cade in the passing game going even more, because you're going to need him against Ohio State. To slow down, to beat Ohio State and to slow them down, or to keep up with them, you're gonna have to pass the ball and put up some passing yards. So this game, you want to get Cade as confident as possible. Like, hopefully they can come out and get clicking early, get points early, and get out of here as fast as possible. Like, you don't want to be playing Aiden and Ojabo and Dax and DJ Turner and Haskins and Cornelius, all the starters going late in the third and fourth. You want to be done with this game mid-third quarter, honestly, because we don't want to have a close game or anything like that getting ready for Ohio State and then possibly lose. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about this, get in, get out, and stay healthy. Like, take care of business. This is business. We want to stay undefeated, get up early, hopefully get Cade in a rhythm. So next week he's in a rhythm for the game. And that's just the biggest thing. Now, what I was saying with Maryland and the passing, you can run some things since they're going to want to pass it so much. They might try to establish the run, but their run game just isn't good. So with that being said, they're going to have to pass. So you can try to run some stuff that you may try to run on OSU just to see, But with saying that, you might not even get a chance to see how they do against the defense because their offensive line, they done gave up 21 sacks. So you might try to run a coverage to get some looks, and Aiden and Ojabo just sack this dude so quick you don't even really get a good look. So, but this is a game for you to get some of the kinks out in that passing offense. In the pass defense, because we know Ohio State's got the weapons and they're going to pass it a ton if they can. So that's what I really got for this one. It ain't too much to talk about, but I'm just going to go run over some of the things that need to be worked on also. False starts. False starts making us have longer drives. Longer 1st and 10s and turning them into 1st and 15s because it's just a false start. The offensive line, the cadence, the call. There's no excuse for it. Not multiple times. I can see one time here or there, but it's becoming a trend on 4th downs, and now they're doing it on just 1st downs and stuff. Like, bro, you know the cadence, the call. Stay disciplined, bro. Let's see. And contain Tua. Tua can run. So with playing a dude like this, you want to make sure the passing lanes and everything, you're doing a disciplined pass rush. I know Aiden and Ojabo, they want to get those sacks and just turn loose on these certain passing downs, but you have to be disciplined when you're playing a QB that can run, because, and this goes into the next game, CJ Stroud isn't really a runner. He wants to pass. But if you giving him rushing lanes, if you're giving him lanes to step up and get 5, 10, 15 yards, he going to take them. So this is a game where you can work on that discipline, because honestly, baby Tua is more dynamic than CJ Stroud in the running game. So this is a game to work on all that stuff. Now, second half against Penn State, we did a better job. They did a better job in keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape and get those rushing yards to keep drives going. First half, they were letting him do it. Second half, they kind of closed it in and stopped him. You just want to continue that disciplined pass rush, especially on certain downs. You have to stay disciplined. I know they want to just get that record and get after the quarterback, but you have to play discipline, because the defense, the offensive coordinator, he knows what y'all want to do. He knows you want to get after the quarterback and get sacks, and they know this. So that's another thing. Now, with Maryland's offensive line being so bad, I wonder if they're going to give Tua extra blockers and try to give him help. It's just a thought. If they're smart, they would. Now, at this point, you'd be dumb to not have extra running back block, stay in block, or an extra tight end or something to negate our pass rush. But a lot of teams aren't just really doing that. So that shit is what it is. Everybody runs the spread. They want to spread you out, and when you spread and have those extra receivers, you lose blockers. But we'll see. It probably won't matter anyway, but you never know, because, and I always say this, thinking of the situation, coming off of a big game, you're coming off of the big game against Penn State, looking ahead to Ohio State, you just don't know how the team will come out. Just like I said we could come out still thinking about Michigan State against Indiana. Well, the same can happen when you win the game, like Michigan State when they played Purdue after they beat us. So it's just crucial that Harbaugh and the staff, everybody is on the same page and locked in on Maryland, not Penn State last week thinking about how great it was, and not Ohio State thinking what they have to do to beat them and what it's a big game and we can just show up and beat Maryland. No, you can't just show up and beat them. You actually have to go out and execute and play fundamentally sound football to beat Maryland, to beat pretty much anyone. You can't be looking ahead. It's just that crucial. As fans, we can look ahead. We ain't out there playing. So I know somebody going to say, well, you were just talking about Ohio State. Yeah, I ain't playing in the game. So I can talk about them. I'm not playing in the game. So that's all I really got for this one, y'all. This should be a comfortable win, but Maryland's got some offense, and they're gonna put it in the air. If I'm them, I'm trying to test the corners even more. I'm still trying to test our corners, get them in one-on-one, and I'm slinging. We really haven't had anybody test them that much this year, partly because of the pass rush. Ojabo and Aiden are getting after teams, but they really haven't been tested as much as you would think they would be. I mean, here and there, but not on a consistent level. It's just been here and there, or the defense gets sucked in on looking at the run and eye discipline, and somebody missed assignment or something like that. But it hasn't just been like, okay, one-on-one and we're just throwing it. It's been there here and there, but it hasn't been like a consistent all game type of thing. Like, okay, they're really testing us. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But this should be a comfortable win. Hopefully everybody's on the same page and wants to handle business and get to Ohio State healthy and locked in and ready to go. Get Cade going. Try to get Haskins some carries. But the thing about, I don't mind the carries, but injuries is the big thing. Like, I know he can handle the workload, but you never know. You get a carry and somebody hits you in the knee, or you never know what type of freak injuries can happen. So it's just good to get everybody going, get up, get out of there, and move on to Ohio State. Try to get out as healthy and as possible, and also not show as much as you have to. So that's just what I'm seeing in this one. I think Corum's out. I think Andrell Anthony, I believe he's out too. So we'll see. They say Corum will be ready for Ohio State. Hopefully he will be, because we need that speed. And I also like to see him in the passing game in that 5 wide, But yeah, this is a game that some of the things can be worked out. Josh Ross, I'd love to see him play a little bit better in the coverage, whether it's zone or man, just playing a little bit better, getting a little better with it. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. This should be a comfortable win, hopefully. So, like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.